Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Let's get that swagger,
we'll see a return here from the end zone. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
On third down, Wilson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man. You can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Winston now. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now flags come in before the kick. Clearly there was contact. Who was at fault? So it was the defense that jumped, and that'll move them 5 yards closer.
Wonder how they did it. What if they twitched a little bit up front, you know, a little subtle head movement that the officials didn't detect, but they got it done. Now they're 5 yards closer for their field goal attempt.
Here we go with Kamara, and he is in for a score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. This taken in at the goal line. And oh, that is going to be a safety. He'll return it from the 6.
Keep running, man.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his target, Harris. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Winston now to throw on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Harris. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Third and short yardage, Winston. Flush to his right. Caught on a slant. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Kamara. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Play fake. Winston. Rolling to his right. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. And when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. 4th down. Winston looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jameis Winston with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw complete there to Moore. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
He's going to look deep for Moore. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now on 2nd and 13. Winston. His throw incomplete.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. You got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Here's Johnson again on second down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On 1st down, Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Davis, nice grab. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a big play that time by the Jets. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now it's Wilson. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 17-yard line. Wilson will throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time, separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And he's got it. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the Saints are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Now it's Crowder. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints will take over.